Well, there are actually probably two purposes to the map room. First one is the preservation of maps, atlases, any print materials that are related to spatial information in all disciplines that are taught at a university. And the second purpose is to help people find that information and help them discover the geography or how spatial information could be helpful to them in their research, whether it's a student, faculty member, and so on.
Okay. Second question.
Yes, it has already in many ways for the last 10, 15 years and going forth. So for example, with GIS or Geographical Information Systems, that's just now a common part of every map library across the country, and so on. However, I do also push the fact that we still need the print copies as well until technology can guarantee the preservation of materials better. And I know it's a challenge. I know they're working on it in those fields, right? But when, the average lifespan of a digital file is maybe 25 years, whereas paper maps have been around for 100, 150 years, there's the catch and the challenge. But in the sense of service or doing things, technology has been a big part of a map room for the last 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Well, the main one I mentioned before is GIS, or Geographical Information Systems. We have a site license with one particular company, and with that license, we have not only in the map room access to it, but it's throughout the commons and throughout many labs on campus now. And because we have that license, we can even sign people up to take, in essence, self-taught courses on their own time, whether at home or in the commons type of thing. So that's the one major piece. And then the other softwares are like your data analysis software, so like SPSS, Minitab, those types of specialized softwares to do analysis before you might bring it into a map, if you choose to do that.
Okay. Room only available for geography students?
No, even though geography and geological students are the main, focus of traditional map rooms, the map room is here for everybody. One of my sayings is that everything has a geography, and so we have, fantasy maps here, atlases. I mentioned Tolkien's atlas in previous talks, that his Atlas of Middle-earth that he wrote, or that he drew himself for his trilogy. We have star or galaxy atlases and maps. We have geographical profiling atlases, so people that are taking police studies could use those. It's wide-ranging, so we are very open to everybody coming in and discussing what they would like or what they need for what they want.
Cool.
No. Even though geography and geology or sciences are the two foundation subject areas that have used maps and created maps. Maps are used in all disciplines. One of my arguments or points is that everything has a geography and therefore can be mapped. So we can help, like we've got atlases on the universe, star atlases, the galaxies. We've got atlases about crime and analysis, crime analysis, the geographical profiling, if you will. We've got, of course, historical atlases. And then, atlases for areas in literature. For example, we have the Atlas of Middle-earth, Tolkien's famous atlas that he drew himself for his 3-volume work.
Do you guys make and/or print maps?
Yes. Where we make the maps is helping people with their research. So whether it's a student that needs a map for a term paper, or a faculty member that needs a map for publication, and so on, everything in between, we'll gladly sit down and help with their projects. We don't print the maps here. We actually send them, we have a wonderful partnership with the DMC, or Digital Media Center, here in the library. So once a map's created and the person's happy, then we send them down with the file to DMC, and they can print it off in whatever size they need because of the plotter that's down there, and they do different sizes. So. But yes, access to all of that.
Okay.
I think there are two. One, within the libraries, we're a very quiet study area, and many people that they're not here to use the maps, but they like the space, they like the quietness. and are here often. You know, they come back each term while they're on campus. And the other is the sense of discovery, when people come in to you know, ask things and they discover more about how geography can maybe help their own research, and go from there. And it enhances their work, and they don't realize it, but when they do, it's really neat to see.
Cool.
So one service that we are piloting now, starting this semester, is group study nights. So what that service is, during the evenings, during the weekday evenings, we're going to have specific subjects in here in our tutorium in the Commons. So we'll partner with various different departments about that, and these will be, I guess, supervised group study areas. So right now we have, we're partnering with math. So we have math in here for 2 nights a week, and they'll have a math grad student here who will be able to answer questions that you have. And anyone can come in for any first-year math course and just sit down and kind of study or do assignments with their peers, you know, chat amongst themselves, or ask the grad student for help. And so depending on the success of that this term, we will be looking to partner with other departments across the campus. We've had several other departments express interest in having in participating in this group study night program as well. We're using math now because math is already a partner with the Commons in that Monday through Friday between 9 and 1 in the morning, or 9 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. We have the Math Help Center in here for this term is Math 1000. And so we've seen some great success with them last term. Last term, between September and December, we saw between 200 and 400 students in here per month. And everyone was really pleased with that success. It was actually really hard to keep up with the demand for it. So they were very eager to look into expanding that service into the evenings. The planning phase of stuff now is creating content for Excel classes for the HKR department, and specifically for HKR 3320, their biomechanics course. They've noticed that in that course there's significant amounts of data that needs to be manipulated and graphed and whatnot, and some of their students are lacking the skills that are required to do that. So they've approached us and they want us to put off several Excel courses over the semester that will specifically target the needs that the students have in that course. We're hoping to get this off the ground for the fall semester, fall of 2013. We've done this in the past, most notably with geography for Geography 1050. They have a large assignment in that has a large component of it that requires Excel skills. And it was the same situation that they noticed that a lot of their students didn't have the Excel skills required for that. So we developed the class for them that specifically targeted those skills, and we saw very great success with that in the past, and the geography department was very happy with that, and we were very happy with how it went as well. So hopefully now in the fall we'll be able to offer this for the HKR department, and it'll be a big benefit for the students in that course.